Immigration laws are changing in Germany. Is it for the better or for the worse? This is something we are going to speak about in this video. If you take a look at the history, you have different kind of countries who have opened up their immigration policies and different kind of phases. So you had US, you had UK, Australia, Canada, and so on. And this was always a time when the country realizes that if you're not going to ease up the immigration policies, we are simply going to miss out on the opportunities of growing further. Germany is really scaling things up. And I'm going to speak about a few things in this video. The reason behind it is the calls that I'm having the last few days, because I get to speak to different kind of students from all over the world. And one of the biggest concern they have is चीजें बढ़िया होंगी या खराब होंगी? How are things progressing in Germany? Is it going to be in a good direction, or is it going to get into a bad direction because of the news that they end up hearing in their local media? So all of that I'm going to share with you with the help of actual news, actual laws, and actual facts. So let's jump into the video, which I also sent you as an email a few days back for the people who are subscribed to my email newsletter. If you're not yet subscribed, you can do it with the link given in the description. If you take a look at the negative news recently, right, like a lot of it is coming from Canada because of the new student visas, which are being completely suspended. This is not a nice news for people who were planning to go to Canada, but again, they also have their own problems at the moment. The positive news, if you compare like from all over the countries, is actually coming from Germany, because if you also take a look at the passport index recently, Germany got the rank #1. So you got access to the most countries with the German passport, along with a few European passports which shared the same rank. Then afterwards, if you take a look at the rules for having dual nationality, like that is also relaxed on the German passport. And there are a few other things which are very interesting for people who are highly qualified. From highly qualified, I mean people who either have a few years of work experience or who already have a bachelor's or master's and some work experience. Both of these things are very interesting. What used to be the case was if you're applying for a citizenship in Germany, you were essentially waiting for almost 8 years. In some cases, you were waiting for 5 years. But lesser than 5 years was only possible for people who were actually getting married to a German national. So for them, the case used to be just 3 years, but 5 years was minimum. But now things have changed. So now they are saying that, okay, you can also get your German passport now within 3 years, given you have specific requirements. That is like you have good qualifications, you're making good money. So salary is very important in terms of deciding who gets to apply for the German passport in 3 years instead of the previous 8 years, which was happening. Otherwise, the standard rule is going to be 5 years anyway. So that means 60 months of social contributions that you have paid into the German state. Why social contributions are necessary is so that you have essentially contributed something to the country so that you're able to get some benefits from that. So this has been a common thing that you're going to see throughout the German immigration policies. These are also generally a little bit difficult to understand at times. And this is the reason why I'm explaining these things to you, because I have to essentially deal with that every single day because of so many students who are going to Germany. From Big Academy, we have courses like complete course for studying in Germany, complete course of finding jobs in Germany, and so on. So you have somebody who is anyways in need of one of these things. They have to go to Germany, so you have to explain a few things to them. Now, another important thing here, this is something that you shouldn't forget for the further points too, that even for the German citizenship, you need B1 level proficiency. This is also the reason why I've been telling you from the very starting that if you want to come to Germany, it is better that you learn German, because there's going to be one place or the other where you will not be able to proceed ahead without having German proficiency. And the best time for you to essentially like start learning German is right now, because right now you're watching these videos, right now you have the desire of thinking about moving to Germany. Probably right now is also the time when you have some kind of spare time on your hands so that you can even think about this. When the things start progressing, things are going to only get busier and busier, and people who think that they're going to come to Germany and then learn German, you have no idea how hectic the schedule gets. The life gets so busy in Germany, like you have so many things to take care of, that you simply do not have these kind of extra minutes where you can like, send out these emails and things like that or respond to messages. This is the reason I'm telling you that it is very important that you learn German. You need it for citizenship, and you also need it for the next thing that I'm going to discuss in this video, which is the permanent residency. I previously told you now that the German citizenship has gotten better. It used to take 8 years. Now it is going to take 3 years in special cases, 5 years in normal cases. The same is the story with permanent residency. So permanent residency is very interesting if you're getting the blue card. What is blue card? Blue card is essentially a salary limit which is applied to a few professions. So for example, IT and engineers and so on. So here, if you're making above a specific amount in a year, you will be given the blue card. The benefit of blue card is that you will be able to get your permanent residency in Germany in just 21 months with B1 level proficiency, like I told you before. If you're not learning B1, you still need A1, but then you will have to wait 33 months to get your permanent residency. This is the reason why I don't understand that why people who want to go to Germany are not really like investing time in learning German, because no matter what you want to do in Germany, no matter if you want to go for Ausbildung, you want to go for bachelor's, you want to go for master's, you want to go for a job, you want to go for any reason whatsoever, German is something that you would have to learn anyways. And you're going to actually see that the moment you have a specific German level, the doors are going to start opening up for you. And this generally happens at the level of B2. Once you have the B2 certificate, you will see that a lot more doors start opening for you in different kind of areas for different kind of opportunities. This is something I'm telling you from my own personal experience. I've seen this with many students. Even in the big academy, we have seen students who have a German level proficiency of at least B1. They get a job within 3 months with a 92% success rate. That means within 3 months, the students who are in the academy, they are going to end up getting the offers. But you always have these 8% people like where just things don't match. So that is something that you would have everywhere. So important to remember that if you have German proficiency, again, that is going to also increase your chances of not only getting a job easily, but also getting a higher paid job. These 2 points are super important to remember. Now we go to the next one, which is calling your parents to Germany. That never used to be possible before. And again, this is a positive development in the immigration laws in Germany. If you take a look at the law number 36 in this Aufenthaltsgesetz, so you're going to see it mentions about Nachzug der Eltern und sonstige Familienangehörige. There used to be no mention of parents before. And now, for the people who are going to receive their blue cards from 1st March 2024, you are allowed to call your parents as long as you're able to support them. And from calling your parents, I mean calling them permanently. Because previously some people used to say like, I'm never going to leave my parents back home and like just come alone to Germany or something. Well, now you have the opportunity and you don't really have the hesitation there too. Number 4 is the opportunity card, right? Another very positive development in the immigration laws in Germany. And that is you can come to Germany without having any kind of job. You can stay in Germany for 1 year. You are allowed to self-sustain yourself. That means you're allowed to do some kind of part-time jobs here and there. You're allowed to take some kind of trial job because some companies might say, okay, like, we need to see how you're working for a day or something. And generally you get paid for that too, but like not at the same kind of salary. It depends from company to company. So these kind of things are allowed. Previously, that was very restricted because the only opportunity you had was not the opportunity card, but the job seeker visa. Job seeker visa was also generally a lot more difficult to apply to. Opportunity card has not yet launched. It's going to launch on 1st June. So we are going to see how the success rates there are. I'm just really assuming that even for opportunity card, it's going to be a little bit difficult to apply because you need to get the documents right. You need to essentially show that you have the right qualifications, you're getting some kind of responses from the companies and so on. But again, this is also something that we help out the students with or professionals with, whoever decides to join with us. The next one that you're seeing is quitting your studies and taking up a full-time job. This is a very interesting development, but this already happened around March 2021, and this is now getting in full effect from the last few months, where people who are getting a full-time job offer, they are simply quitting their studies and they are working full-time. And these are generally jobs which are supposed to be in the same field in which you have your previous degree in. This means this does not really apply for the students who do not yet have a bachelor's, or if the students who are coming for bachelor's. But for the students who are coming for masters and they already have a bachelor's, if during your masters you find a full-time employment, you are completely 100% allowed to take it. And this is very beneficial for people who are especially from the IT field, because again, masters is not really that necessary. If you need any kind of support in how this works or how you proceed with that, I also offer one-on-one consultations, which you can book with the link given in description. All of these things are extremely positive. If you put all these things together, and you compare this with any other country, you see that the developments which are happening in Germany are actually very positive. Now, the biggest hesitation that somebody has before they want to go abroad is to know that they're making a right decision, right? Because it shouldn't be that right now the laws are nice, all of a sudden the laws really go into a negative direction. With Germany, over the last 10 years, we have seen things only heading towards a positive direction and not towards more restrictive immigration policies that you're seeing in other countries right now. So this is the reason why I personally think right now everything is heading in a good direction. It's a great time to come to Germany to start applying for jobs, to start applying for studies and so on, and prepare yourself properly and to make sure you have the best chance of applying to Germany, applying to a German university, jobs, visa, whatsoever. We help you in different kind of areas. So if you head over to Big Academy, you're going to see that we specialize in Germany. So we are not offering you 100 different countries to go to. We are specializing in Germany so that we can do one job, and we can do one job really well. So here we have the Faster German online courses so that you're able to learn German in the shortest time possible. And here we have levels of A1, A2, B1, B2, and you have bundles available for that. Then we have the complete course for studying in Germany for people who are interested in applying for bachelor's, master's, or Ausbildung in Germany. Then we have professionals. For professionals, we have the complete course for finding jobs in Germany. Again, there we help you find a job in Germany. That's also something that you need to take seriously because the application standards are different in Germany than what you have in India. Then we have the IELTS crash course online. We have the complete GRE course for the people who are applying for masters or even MBA degrees abroad, because even in MBA degrees, you're going to see that there's always an option between GMAT and GRE. So you can always take the GRE option through there. So if you want to prepare for GRE, this is also something that we can help you with. We also offer university shortlisting services, document preparation, and one-on-one calls that you can anyway see in the link given below. All of the links for these things you're going to find in the description. My request to you is that just do not wait for this too long, because things always change. This is how life is. Something is good today, something is not so good tomorrow. Things are running really, really well right now. And this is the reason why I would recommend you to essentially get started with your ideas or your plans of studying in Germany or working in Germany now, instead of waiting another 3, 4, 5 years when you don't know how things are going to develop. Because in 3 years, if you think about it, in 3 years, if things go right, you would already have your citizenship for somebody who is coming to Germany for a job. And how cool that is going to be, because with that passport now you can just travel to any country you want. And throughout this journey, if you need any kind of support, we're always happy to help you via the calls and via our email, parat@paratandgermany.com. Thank you so much for watching this video. Share it with somebody who needs to see this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.